Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome one, welcome all to What the Hell Did I Just Watch? Episode 20, Creation Bliss, with me, your host, Oscar Reliveing. Now, if you've been here before, if you've watched any of the other episodes of What the Hell Did I Just Watch, and you've asked yourself that very question, Hellfire to the S, episode 20, what the hell, how did we get here? Yes, madness, mayhem and manicness. Everybody truly is welcome here upon this very show today on episode 20 with me, your host, Oscar Reliveing. We're going to be talking about creation bliss. Now, we've covered creations and things before, but we're going to add a bit of feeling in there, a bit of magic, a bit of mysticalness, works of art. They are masterpieces. And of course, if you do not want to miss a manic, wild, what the hell moment, then please do elbow drop, high five, fist bump, switch your music, frog splash, that bell icon, and of course do the exact same fist bump, high five, elbow drop, headbutt, frog splash, switch in music, that subscribe button, hellfire to the S, so you will become a permanent part of What the Hell, and you will never miss a what the hell moment. You will never miss a manic moment. They will be seared into your mind. Now, on this very episode 20, we are going to be talking about creation bliss and the items of creation and how they make you feel. Like, specifically for me, as an example, right here, we have a donut. Look at that. It's a donut. Yes, not only a donut, it is a 50-year anniversary, 50th birthday McDonald's birthday cake donut. Now, I've had these before. I've covered these before. They are extremely delicious, extremely flavourful and amazing. Let me just scoop in there. Let's get intimate. Well, not that intimate. Personal. Let's get personal. Let's get to know each other. Gotta grab a napkin because that is messy, and donuts are more fun when they are messy. But yes, this is a 50-year, as you can see, birthday cake McDonald's donut. It is old school, it is retro, and it is delicious. The sight of it, the smell of it gives me a creation bliss. It makes me feel good, it makes me feel groovy, it makes me feel amazing. And of course, I have eaten this particular donut before, this particular creation bliss before. Now, food is another creation bliss, is on another level. We'll get to that. But I know that when I bite into this, and I will be biting and eating and feasting upon that very donut later, I've got two of them, so yeah, you should know this if you do follow the madness of me. But yeah, that makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel, joyful, excited, and, like, way, I'm ready for this. I want that. I'm craving that. So that's one creation bliss. And of course, another one of mine is, of course, anime. Any anime. This is just a specific anime, Gurren Lagann there. Absolutely epic. Absolutely kick-ass. If you've never seen this anime, you need to watch it. It is insane. It is awesome. Hell fire to the S. And of course, as well, keeping onto the realm of anime. I mean, with anime, any anime, I'll watch any anime. I'll open the gateway to anime and I will watch it. And anime just gives me a hell of a boost. If I'm down here, I watch anime. I'm up there and beyond. Literally, that is how well anime works for me. If I'm stressed, depressed, freaking out, feeling wild, and I'm very bad and in a bad way. If I put some anime on, hellfire to the S, I'm up and I'm rocking it crazy, and it is beautiful and it is bliss, and I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling good. Yeah, you get the idea of that. And of course, here is The waifu for lifu. You know who that one is. The top waifu. Rem, Hell, Fire to the S. These are waifu cards. I am a collector. I have many and many more on the way. It is an addiction. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's happiness. It's joy. It's energetic. The energy that these creations emanate, these creations give off. That is how they make them feel, especially with food. The way, the smell, the sights, the sounds as well. If it is something as well, Creation Bliss as a movie or a TV series or indeed even a song, it's what you feel when you hear it, what it emanates, what it gives off, the spirit energy, the energy. Like when you hear a song, it sparks things. When you hear a movie, phrases, words, voices of these creation blisses, they spark memories. There's a certain song that I have not listened to in quite some time for reasons, and the reasons be this song is very powerful, very near and dear to me, and I know that if I listen to this very song, I will break down. I will fall into tears. But they will be tears of sadness and tears of joy and happiness. They will be blissful, beautiful tears. They will be a mixed batch of tears because this song holds a hell of a lot of memories for me in here and, of course, in here. And they will travel with me forever and always. And if I ever listen to this song again, which I don't feel I will, it'll all come flooding back, it'll burst, it'll spark the memories, it'll spark the moments, and I will remember. And that is beautiful, how these creation blisses hold that power, hold that energy. And of course as well, food, coming into food, that if you eat a specific dish and it tastes a certain way, like, here's a wonderful example of that. If you've all seen the movie Ratatouille, we all know that movie, right? If you've not seen that movie, highly recommend it. It is quite beautiful, it is quite bliss, and it's full of delicious, wonderful food that I wish to eat, that I have tried to emanate, but failed miserably. You have failed miserably. You get that reference if you grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, just like me. Yes, indeed. It's from Trapped. If you don't get the reference, go watch that show. YouTube it. It's right there. Hellfire to this. But anyway, the spoiler alert, if you've not seen Ratatouille, but who hasn't, it came out, I think, I think I'm going to say the date. I might be wrong, but was it 07? Was it 07? I might have to look into that, but it's been out quite a few years. But hopefully, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. But right at the end, right, jump forward, but right at the end, where the critic of the restaurant, of Gusto's restaurant, he's sampling the ratatouille. They make him ratatouille, and he bites into that ratatouille. And of course, he says that if he doesn't like it, he won't chew, he won't swallow, he'll spit it out and stuff. And of course, because of the time, of the history that this very, very ratatouille was made and crafted using the exact same method, the exact same materials, the exact same ingredients and way and everything, recipe as his mother. The second he ate that, and he went, and his flavour, his taste buds danced and were gifted life. They sprung to life. Memories. That's what I'm saying. If you eat food that reminds you of moments through your childhood, like I cannot eat, well, I mean, I do eat it, of course I eat it, but I cannot eat stew and pancakes or stew and Yorkshire puddings. If you know that meal, it is a very wholesome meal. It's delicious if you do it correctly. If you do it correctly, it is delicious. You've just got to get it just right. And I do love my stews. They're very warming, very winter stews, very winter soups and stuff like that. Because I mean, you could make a stew like a winter stew and then blend it through and turn it into a winter soup, from a winter stew to a winter soup. Something like that you could. I've never done that, because obviously when I make a winter or just a stew, when I make a stew, it's just beautiful. But when I eat stew and pancakes, or stew and Yorkshires, and even sometimes, because I didn't have those as often, that I had those other places, aka my father's house, because my mother wasn't too keen on that. Stew and dumplings. When I eat these variations of that one meal, yes, it's a variation of one meal, hellfire to the earth. Each individual sparks all those memories, those moments, and it puts me back as if I was there. I can visualize it, I can hear it, I can remember it. Growing up, eating stew, eating vegetable stew, eating beef stew and dumplings, all this, that and the other, because stew works out well, because you don't have the coin, you don't have the gold, the money, that dollar to drop down on a lot of food, that you can just grab like bit of meat, bit of beef, bit of pork, whatever you want. Or sometimes a lot of the time, to be fair, we didn't even do that. We didn't even get any meat because we couldn't really acquire the meat. So what we did is we had vegetable stew. We had the vegetable stews, and we had vegetable stew and pancakes, or vegetable stew and Yorkshires, or sometimes we just had the vegetable stew and we'd have some bread and butter on the side of it. Or sometimes, if we couldn't even acquire that, we'd have bread and butter, and that is memories. That is wholesome. I mean, I know it's hard times, and still demonic, hard, twisted times, because it's like, I mean, back then they were probably slightly better in price, but of course things were different, things were changed. It was a wild time. I mean, it was different. I mean, like the memories as well, the memories and the moments, they spark the creation blisses. I mean, I was sat the other day watching quiz shows, and they were giving out history answers and moments, and I was thinking, I remember those in time. I remember those creation blisses, because I was there when they happened. I was existing when they happened. So it doesn't matter what it is. It all sparks, and it all is bliss, and all is beautiful, and it's just a magical thing. Like, especially the food, very, very wholesome. Especially the food, it is amazing. And food, of course, is a creation bliss that brings people together, in a romantic way, in a friendship way, in a kindness kind of way, because it's like, I'll offer you some food, I'll cook you some food, or I'll buy you dinner, I'll buy you lunch, or here's this, whatever. It is amazing, and it sparks those memories. And of course, a lot of people, that's how they meet. They're like, oh yeah, I met you the first time over coffee, or that time we went to the diner and we had grilled cheeses, and we sat for hours. I mean, it's amazing, these creation blisses. And of course, creations keep on rocking wild, day to day to day to day to day. There's new creations. It is amazing. And of course, music as well. Music for me is a big one. Every time I listen to music, my mind, my memory goes absolutely wild, because I remember playing these songs at certain times. I remember listening to these very, very songs growing up as we came through, like the 90s, the early 2000s, listening to these songs over and over again, day to day. And every time I listen to these songs now, these creation blisses, hellfire to the earth, I still listen to them to this day. Oh, yes, it's a wild one. memories go wild, my mind goes wild, and of course that one song, that very one song, because it is near and dear to my heart, and it was a big, very, very big part of my life for many, many years, and it still does mean a lot to me, and it always will, and it meant a lot to me there, and things were crafted through this song, like dances and dinners and moments in time. This song followed us, followed me, and you know, it was beautiful, and it was bliss. And I know genuinely, because I've not listened to this song in a while, I know that if I listen to this song, or if I hear this song again, then I may break down, I may cry, I may laugh, I may smile, because the mixtures of memories epically happens of it. Yeah. So, oh, I've got goosebumps. Look at that, I got some goosebumps. But yeah, it is beautiful, it is bliss, and of course, as well, I'll jump in the gaming realm, because of course, Black Ops 6 has just dropped, and I'm a big Black Ops player myself. Hellfire, the shout out to the Black Ops empire there, and you know, it's, you see the videos, you see it's been 10 years, and you know, you think, like, 10 years, and sometimes over 10 years, Black Ops, you began to play it back then, growing up, and when you see this nostalgia, when you see these old maps, when you hear the song, when I hear the song from Call of Duty World at War, thinking about it, look at that, I'm getting chills, oh, thinking about it now, holy hell, I can hear the words, I can hear the voice, I can remember playing it over and over, trying to get through the rounds of zombies, holy hell, I mean, and of course, Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare 2, and oh my damn, growing up playing all these, it's hella nostalgia. And of course, anime too, the gaming realm, the movie realm, the anime realm, and even as well, creation blisses of souls, humans, people, their creation blisses too, because they emanate energy, they emanate things that make you feel amazing, they make you feel epic. I mean, they can also destroy you, put you down, make you feel evil and demonic and torn apart. I mean, I guess any creation could, because, you know, there's moments in time where I'm sure you've come across terrible food. It's questionable when I cook, but I do love to cook, and I enjoy cooking for people, for souls, and if I can craft and create a meal for someone who's going to sit down and eat and go, damn, that is fire, then hell to the yes. And of course, I will do my best. I will give it everything. I'll put my heart and soul into that dish, into that craft, into that creation, and I will give it everything. And that's what anime is for me, and of course wrestling as well. That's what wrestling is as well, and indeed people, hearts, souls, minds. You know, they make you feel amazing. They make you feel wonderful. They make you feel epic and filled with so much joy and bliss, and of course places as well. Like, this creation bliss goes on and on and on. Like, the world is a creation bliss, and of course creation blisses can be evil, can be demonic, can be dark, can be suffered places, but it's truly beautiful. You've just got to try, if you can, seek past that, see past that. And a lot of souls help that, a lot of souls don't help that, but a lot of souls do help that. I've got Medusa hair, what the hell? It's got a mind of its own. But that's what I'm saying. I've met many a souls in my time upon this here earth that have made me feel epic, that have made me feel joy, that have made me feel pure, unfiltered happiness, that have made me feel honoured to know them, to be their friend, to be, even their acquaintance, to spend moments with them, even if it was just a little time, a few hours a day, a week, a couple of months, a year, you know, like, I'm honoured. I'm honoured. And I will say, recently, well, feels like an eternity to me because of how I perceive things. But I know this soul, and I got to spend time with the soul. And this comes up a lot. I do apologise if you've heard this story before, because it shimmies and emanates into everything I craft and create now. Holy hell, yes, I know. Move on. I'm trying to do that. It is suffering. It is painful. It is madness. It is wild. Yeah. Help me. Yeah. No, but seriously. If you've got any tips and tricks, I would appreciate them. But yeah, I've forgotten where I was going with this, but like that's what I mean. I was going, this particular soul, I spent, I think, 6-7 years with them. They were in my life for about 7 years. And things changed and whatnot, and you know, they changed for about, about 5 years. So yeah, about about that, I'd say. And they were a very, very big part of my life, and I was very close to them, and they were very close to me. And of course, I will never forget them. Never. They will live with me always and forever. I don't know how they feel about me. Hopefully the same. Who knows? But obviously I'll never find out. And I may never ever see them in IRL. I may never see them face to face again. But what I'm getting at is I am honoured and privileged, and it means everything. It truly means everything to me that I got to know this very soul, that I got to meet this very soul, that I got to interact with this very, very soul, that I got to spend the time that I did with this very, very soul. Truly. It means everything to me. I don't know how they feel, but that's just my side, and to me they are a pure, unfiltered creation bliss, because when you get there to that moment with that very soul, you get to see the stripped down, unfiltered version of them, and vice versa, because this very soul saw the stripped down, unfiltered creation bliss of me, and I saw their creation bliss that no other soul, until you get to that point where you feel and you dance and you become in sync, you get to see. And I'm honoured, and it means everything, and I'll never forget that. And of course, as well, other creation blisses, like people who get to witness things before other souls, like, here is my new song by a certain artist or band, and they're like, we've chosen you, or you get the honour of listening to this a month before it comes out. Or even when creators and crafters get sent codes or downloads or little snippets of creations of the gaming realm by crafters, by creators, by the empire of games. They say, here, this game's going to drop in a month, this game's going to drop in a few weeks, or we're working on this game, it's not quite there yet, maybe it's going to drop in a year, maybe it's going to drop in a bit, but we've sent what we've given, what we've brought life to you, because we think you deserve this honour, and we know that you're going to emanate this creation bliss. We know you're going to emanate this creation bliss out into this world, that people will see it in a work of art, people will see it in a beautiful, beautiful light, and of course they will love it, and they will flock to it, and hopefully it'll make them feel in a certain way. I mean, I tell you now, I remember when I first saw, way back when, holy hell, we're jumping back through time. I won't say who, just in case they do not wish to be named. We do not speak his name here. But you get the idea. I was going to go Voldemort, Harry Potter joke. Boom, moving on. But yeah, way back when a certain crafter and creator first stepped into the realm of Subnautica. Now, I'm a big fan of Subnautica. I've played Subnautica many times. I played it with that certain soul I spoke about just a few moments ago. It freaks me out because those vast oceans, the deep depth, the holes, the rivers, oh my god, and even the life in that world, in the ocean, in there, holy hell, on the damn. But yeah, I remember when a certain crafter and creator first stepped into that realm, opened the gateway to the realm of Subnautica, way back when it was kind of like in beta testing, kind of not fully put together, little snippets and stuff, and you know, they crafted what they had and sent it to this specific person, and they played it, they opened the gateways, and ever since then I've never looked back. It is a hellfire, and there's so many more like branches and snippets into the realm of Subnautica. Of course, there's Subnautica Below Zero, which is fire. Get that on. If you've not stepped into the realm of Subnautica, I highly recommend it. Get in there, rock it epically wild, and good luck. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's people out there that are gifted this honour, and it's absolutely amazing, and it means everything. And you know, it truly does. Just like I was gifted that honour, gifted that pleasure and that privilege and that warming, touching moment to know this soul for when I did, because I may come round because I'm trying, you know, to kind of understand that I may never see this soul again in IRL. I may never be with this soul again in IRL, you know, hold them, touch them, craft moments with them in IRL. But that's what I'm saying. Like, of course, sadly, this certain YouTuber or any person, unless you've crafted it, if you've crafted it, let me know. This certain creator cannot jump back through time to that first moment they were gifted the gateway key to the realm of Subnautica, because I think now, what was it? Was that over 13 years ago, I think, or 12? It was many years, over 10 years ago. Holy hell, it was many years ago. I remember the day like it was yesterday. I was right there, drop day one, when that video popped up on their channel. I was like, boom, let's rock this. And I was ready. Yeah, so it is beautiful. And of course, if things like that happen, just remember that you should feel honoured. And I know people say, oh yeah, this is terrible, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I know it's going to hurt, it's going to be suffering, it's going to be painful, but it happened. And you got to witness, you got to feel that emanation, you got to feel that energy of that creation bliss, what it gave you, how it made you feel, what was going through your mind, how your body reacted in that very, very moment in time. Like when I eat this donut, the time I eat this donut, in that very moment, how I will react, what am I thinking, what am I feeling, how's my body feeling, what is it doing? Hell to the yes, it is beautiful, it is bliss. And of course, when you first watch certain animes, I remember when I first picked Gurren Lagann up, and the person, the store I bought it from, the soul behind the counter that was selling it to me, that was ringing me up, said, have you never seen this? And at the time I'd never seen Gurren Lagann, and I said, oh no, I've never seen this, but I've heard how good it is, and people have told me, and I need to get into the realm and open the gateway. And he was like, oh damn, I'm so jealous. He was saying, I truly wish I could go back to day one when I'd not seen Gurren Lagann, and I'd open the gateway myself. Not his words, my words, but it was more or less, he was basically saying he wished he could go back or wipe his memory, so he'd never seen it, he didn't know anything about it, because he wanted to go in blind, he wanted to go in unknowing what the realm of Gurren Lagann would bring. And that can happen a lot of times with a lot of animes, like a lot of crafts and creations, like if you could go back to day one of creation bliss, would you do something differently, or would you just relive it over and over again? Like if you, for example, I'll say this, if you could go back to day one of the birth of Call of Duty COD, if you could go back to day one of the birth, would you go back and would you live it again and again? In fact, we could say that, you know, like when you went back, you'd be blank. You'd have nothing there, so you wouldn't know what you know now about Call of Duty. You'd be reliving that moment. It'd be like a reset, a fresh start, a spawn point. Would you do that? Because there would be many, many moments. I mean, the thing is, it is a hell of a question, because it's a thought. Because would you want to lose your memories and your moments and your creation blisses of what you know from where you've come to where you are through all the creation blisses, like through all these animes I've watched, through all these games I've played, the same for you, you know, all these Call of Duties you've played, all these, you know, things you've done, you know, would you want to reset that at a checkpoint where you don't know anything about it, like day one Call of Duty drops, boom, you're in there, you don't know anything about it, you've picked it up, you think, oh, this looks cool, let's get in, and you reopen the gateway from scratch. Would you want to do that? I mean, who knows? I mean, like, if you did, would your subconscious, would your soul, your mind, your brain, your body, would your essence carry you in that way, and would you live and do the same thing? Would you do it exactly the same? Who knows? That's the thing about creation blisses. They're absolutely beautiful and they're unpredictable. What they emanate, what they give out, and it's just amazing. And you don't know what creation bliss is going to gift you, is going to do to you, is going to take you, where it's going to take you, what's going to make you think or feel, until you're there, until you're in it, until you're swarmed in that very, very realm. It is wild, it is crazy, it is absolutely insane. The power of creation blisses is epically unpredictable. It's truly, truly magic, and I love every single second. Oh, well, this has been What the Hell Did I Just Watch? I've been your host, Oscar Riedlin. This has been episode 20. My damn. Got to 20 episodes. We made it. Yep, it was a hell of a journey. Ups and downs, a lot of downs, a lot of carnage, a lot of chaos. But this is episode 20. Hopefully, we'll make it to episode 30. 10 more to go till we hit the big 3-0. Yes, indeed. But this has been episode 20 of What the Hell Did I Just Watch? With me, your host, Oscar Riedlin, about creation bliss. Yes, indeed. I hope you've enjoyed every single moment of this creation bliss, because this in itself is a creation bliss. Think about that. Get your brain juices flowing. My damn. Well, thank you kindly for each and every one of you epic creation bliss souls for joining me here upon this very episode. Rock it wild, take it easy, and seek out those beautiful, blissful creations. And I'll see you in the very next episode. Hell yeah! It's groovy and it's bliss.